dedication. John Patel is here. Can you please give that for him? Yeah. Very soon, another ex-Black Stars player will also join us. And so we are here. Stars started. I'm not going to say much, but I think that club here want to tell us something and the reason why we're here. Like I told you, Chalet means what? We are together, and the World Cup is going to link us together once again. So, Vanessa, please come and tell me something. I want to hear you talk to me. Please, a round of applause for her. So, she is the marketing lead for Club Beer, and she is the brain behind the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The official beer for the World Cup is Club Beer, and this beautiful lady made it happen. Please, we'll give it to her.
Hello, everyone. How we all doing? I'm loving the energy here today. Really excited to be here. And I feel like saying Chogwe. Yeah. Anyway, so football has always been in the veins of Ghanaians, and we're really excited to make this official announcement today that Club Beer is proudly the official beer of the FIFA World Cup for 2026. So today is just to adore this amazing title that we have. So if anyone knows, Accra Brewery PLC is part of a larger global company called ABINBev. And so officially or globally, we are the beer partners of the FIFA World Cup. And you see some of our other brands, spearheading the partnership, like the likes of Budweiser, Michelob Ultra. But then for Ghana, of course, Ghana's #1 beer gets the opportunity to be the official beer right here. And so today, this is just to announce that. Is there anything else you want me to say? So, of course, some of the amazing things to look out for next year as part of this partnership is that we will be flying some fans to go and watch some of the matches. And so that's also one exciting thing to look forward to. Of the how, we will share the how. For now, we are keeping the how to ourselves, but then definitely next year, you will all hear announcements of how you can get the opportunity to enter into the promo or the competition to get the chance to fly to the US or Mexico or Canada to watch some of the matches next year. We have a lot of exciting things next year, like, viewing parties and a lot of things that people gain. And so we're just excited to just launch that. And looking for guys in amazing with Club. Club is a brand that stands for togetherness. We have been there for long. I can't think of a match without Club Beer, really. People are doing that. I'm sorry, where's the fun? So yeah, we're looking forward to you guys enjoying, your football moments with Club Beer at the center. Thank you.
Please, one more thing, and also, I want to tell you, if you check your tables, we have these small cards for you. Club Year is going to give us something special. You have to predict the group where you think the Black Stars are in. So just check it and make sure you write. Because Club Year, after that, we're going to pick the person who got it right, and Club Year is going to give those individuals some special package. Once again, you'll see this particular on your table. Sure you predict correctly, whether go B, C, D, E, F, whatever, where the Black Stars will be in. As soon as you get it right, Charlie, Club Beer is saying that we are together in this for the World Cup, and we're going to make it happen. 2026, I'm going to Mexico, whether I like it or not. I wish the Black Stars would be in Mexico. What up, Charlie, soft work, no pressure, yeah. So, you see, I say, when you take it, this before any problem there. Okay, so not to bore you too much, please, I have to call somebody. He's the head of legal and corporate affairs, IBL, very good friend of mine. And so Solomon, see, we are going to drink at this World Cup. Into Club Beer, near the supportive Black Stars, what I say. And so we're starting in the we are Mr.
Thank you so much, my brother, Willie Graham. Hey guys, we're excited to have all of you here. Very importantly, today we're in an event which is critical to our nation, so that there is a very strong cultural bond between Ghanaians and soccer, and we are excited to be here as a business. But also, there's something very important that we need to share with all of you. Look, we are in an exciting moment, and we can't wait to see the group that the Black Star is going to belong in. But continuously, there's going to be a celebration wherever we find ourselves. We need to celebrate, and as we celebrate with our fans, what are we going to use? The best club beer. Say with me, club. Thank you very much. But you know, as a legal person, there's something about and that we to let everybody know and understand. As we celebrate, one thing that we say is that you must drink like a boss. Drink responsibly, and if you look at our brands, our guidance label is explicit. This product is not for business. If you are driving, you need to ensure you drink heavily. You pay for drinking with either food or water. So few tips that all of us must be aware of, and as with each win stars, remember to drink. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much. National Senior, more. One of them club Okay, so in just about like 7 minutes, we'll be going live to the Kennedy Center in Washington, and we are going to witness the 2026 FIFA World Draw. The Black Stars of Ghana, certainly they are in this together with us, and Charlie, the club here, born is unique. SportyFM, Sporty TV, MX24, all of us are live here at the Polo Beach, and we are witnessing this very important occasion. Like the assistant coach of the Black Stars is here, and a special player will also join us, and we celebrate this together with Club Beer. Sporty, Canada, USA, Mexico. I've chosen the country, and I've chosen Mexico. I don't know about you.
We should
we should
play in Canada.
All right, so we're back. But predict correctly, because you got it right. I said Club Beer is giving you something special today. Please pick your cards and predict. Okay.
Okay. Benjamin, I think we'll help them with the pot.
Okay, yes.
So they can pick their teams.
Well. All right, thank you very much.
Right, you're live on Sporty 106.1 FM in Accra, 102.5 in Takoradi, and 91.3 Ansi. This is SportyFM, Ghana's exclusive and number one 24-hour sports station. Now, for those of you who want to predict correctly, there are rules as far as FIFA World Cup draw is concerned. There are 4 pots: pot 1, pot 2, pot 3, and pot 4. Now, Ghana is in pot 4, and Eustace will take me through the teams that Ghana is in pot 4 with. Ghana will draw one team from pot 1, another from pot 2, and then a third team from pot 3. Ghana would not be in the same group with another African country. And so, Eustace, take us through the pots. Pot 1.
All right, so for pot 1, we have the United States, we've got Mexico, Canada, Argentina, Spain, France, England, Brazil, Portugal, Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany. They make up pot 1.
So if you want to pick a team that would play against Ghana from pot 1, you have to pick one of these 12 countries. Eustace, just go over it one more time.
Okay, so pot 1, again, United States of America, Mexico, Canada, Spain, Argentina, France, England, Brazil, Portugal, Netherlands, Belgium, Germany.
And Ghana will draw another team from pot 2. And Eustace, which teams make up pot 2?
So for pot 2, we've got Croatia, Morocco, Colombia, Uruguay, Switzerland, Japan, Senegal, Iran, South Korea, Ecuador, Austria, and Australia.
Now, what to watch out for in the pot 2 is that Ghana would not play against Morocco, Ghana would not play against Senegal. So pick any team apart from Ghana, apart from the African countries. And again, when you are picking your teams, make sure you don't pick the same teams from one confederation. Apart from the European Confederation, you can't pick 2 teams from South America, which is CONMEBOL. You can't pick 2 teams from North America, which is CONCACAF. You can't pick 2 teams from CAF, which is Africa. And you can't pick 2 teams from Asia. So take note. Now, in pot 3, we have a lot of African countries in pot 3. You say, take out the African countries and give us the teams that Ghana could possibly draw from pot 3.
All right, so from pot 3, Norway, Panama, Egypt, Algeria, Scotland, Poland, Tunisia, Ivory Coast, Qatar, South Africa.
So that's that. And pot 4 has Ghana. Which teams are in pot 4, you say?
So Jordan, debutants, Cape Verde, also debutants, Curacao, debutants as well, Ghana, Haiti, New Zealand. 6 more playoff spots left to be confirmed.
So for you who have the prediction cards, just make sure you draw your teams from the first 3 pots. You do not pick 2 from the station into groups. So that's it by way of the pots. As we build up to the official draw that will be conducted from the Kennedy Center inside Washington, D.C. And earlier on, I was telling you how Washington came into the picture. And interestingly, Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, is attending this event. It was never communicated. It was never on the cards. But Donald Trump, as always, has his own way of surprising people. Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, is in Washington, D.C. And this is at the Kennedy Center right about now with the FIFA press prepared to conduct the official draw. Now, Washington came into the picture simply because as far as the host cities are concerned, Washington didn't have any plan of hosting any game. And so the only participation of Washington in this competition is the draw. Now, in the next Ghana's opponent for the FIFA World Cup, and this event would broadcast live on SportyFM as well. We'll be streaming on our social media platforms on YouTube, on that app, as well as our pages. If you're on Facebook, if you want to catch a live feed from the Polo Beach Club here inside Labadi, then just tune in to any of our social media pages and catch what's happening right here inside the Polo Beach Club. But Eustace, it's about Ghana's opponents. Which are potentially face? Let me come to Yvonne. Which teams could Ghana potentially face? And for you, which teams should Ghana be avoiding in this draw?
Well, if Ghana could avoid all the teams in pot 1, that would be ideal. But we should avoid the strongest in pot. Aside that, there is a fair country to be drawn against. There is Belgium. In pot 2, interesting, there's Iran, there's South Korea. In pot 3 is where I pick points from, because there are about 5 African countries, so it means that we have slashed points out. We should ensure, if we can, avoid Norway. There's Panama we could draw against, and then Uzbekistan, who are debutants at this World Cup. Then pot 4, where we are placed.
Now, this would be Ghana's 5th appearance at the FIFA World Cup. Now, Eustace, if you look at the trend, our first appearance cup, we drew a team that was a previous winner of the World Cup. Now,
Italy.
Yes, and that was Italy in 2006. Now, in 2010 in South Africa, we were in the same group with Germany, Serbia, and Australia. Germany, previous World Cup winners. And then we took it down to 2014. In 2014, we had Germany, Portugal, USA. Germany again, former world champions. And then in Qatar, there was Portugal, there was Uruguay, there was South Korea. Uruguay, previous World Cup winner. So one thing is quite clear when it comes to our draw. Ghana has found a World Cup winner. Are we going to see a World Cup winner in our group this time around?
I mean, that's a wonderful notice there. This time around, Raymond, for the fact that we are going to have 3 host cities, host countries, I do feel that there's a tendency to give the host nations a relatively easier group. And I'm banking my hopes on the fact that Ghana will end up in a group with either the United States, Mexico, or Canada. Because all the other teams in Pot 1 top ranked. Most of them play worlds. If we come up against it, it's going to be a huge challenge. And we put trend, but we also fail to mention the fact that we've never won any previous World Cup winner before. So that's a very tough task, and I hope we avoid that by getting one of the host nations. It's possible. I mean, balance of probability. You look at 3 host nations out of the person, and then you can tell that 25% chance says that stars will probably get one of them. But it's going to be interesting regardless of how it turns out. I'm just hoping that the trend cuts now.
Eustace, inside Washington, Gary L. Smith, our man on the ground, is going to join us from the Kennedy Center. Quick crossover to the Kennedy Center in Washington and catch up with Gary L. Smith, representing SportyFM at the draw. So he'll be joining us live from the Kennedy Center in the next few minutes. So we'll be switching. So Gary, if you can hear me, welcome to Accra. Well, so Gary L. Smith is still trying to connect with us. We'll get through to Gary L. Smith in a bit. But Gary L. Smith is presently at the Washington Center or the Kennedy Center inside Washington, D.C. and on the ground, right there where the draw is happening. He'll be bringing us live updates from the JFK Center inside Washington. So in the next few minutes, we'll cross over to Washington and pick the thoughts of Gary L. Smith, who is our reporter on the ground, and he'll be bringing us up to speed on everything that's happened so far ahead of the all-important draw. Let me remind you that we are live on SportyFM 106.1 FM in Accra, 102.5 in Takoradi, and 91.3 in Kumasi. This is Ghana's exclusive number 1 and 24-hour, the only 24-hour sports station we have in Ghana, and it's absolutely Ghana's biggest sports station. And if you don't tune into SportyFM, you miss out on all our good shows, from Sporty Breakfast to Sporty Plug to Sporty Drive to Ball Up Top to European Nights. You have to be tuning into Sporty 106.1 FM every day of your life.
Raymond, before we cross over to Gary L. Smith, you mentioned that the winners of the World Cup have always been Dress Group. There was a prediction that was made years ago about the winners of the Europeans as well as the World Cup. Yeah. And if this year or next year's World Cup could be the turn of Portugal. So Portugal is set to win the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And so if Ghana is drawn against Portugal, I'm sure that's a sure sign. What do you think, Houston?
Well, that's an interesting one there. That's an interesting one there. But we are building up to the FIFA World Cup draw. There's a lot to look forward to tonight. A lot to look forward to from the Washington D.F. Kennedy Center for Performing Arts. Because by close of Ghana would know exactly who teams we will be facing, and as we speak, the draw is about to start. The performances before the main draw have started at the Kennedy Center, and we are hoping to catch up with our man on the ground, Gary L. Smith, who will bring us up to speed on everything that's happening inside the Kennedy Center. But this is the Polo Beach Club, and thanks to Club here, we are bringing you a watch party right from the Polo Beach Club here inside Labadi. And Club here have just told us that they would be the official beer for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. If you're not drinking Club, then you're not drinking anything. If you're not drinking Club, then you're not part of the World Cup. If you're not drinking Club, then we are not celebrating the World Cup. A big thank you to Club Beer for making this happen. But Eustace, let's get into a bit of what's happening as far as the event itself is concerned. And you can see on your screens performance currently ongoing, and you can also see the dignity seated. You expect to see a lot of national team coaches at this very event, possibly some team captains. And also, if possible, you get to see a lot of federation presidents here. Kato Koku is there, Coach Otoado is there. I mean, what do you expect to see as in terms of reaction after this draw? What kind of reaction do you expect to see after this particular event?
Well, I expect a lot of anxiety because I was listening to some of these American journalists and they were all on the Ghana agenda. We want Ghana. Ghana's not a great team at the moment. Can we have Ghana? We are all there. The technical guys are there. You didn't mention Kedo Kweku there, Otuado there, and I think they are the best people to represent us there. It's quite exciting, and a lot of Ghanaians have even made the trip to actually witness this. There will be a lot of buzz around the Kennedy Center for Performing Arts. Men are down there. Even we here can feel our pulses racing.
Right about now, we'll cross over for the main feed. We'll cross over to the Kennedy Center inside Washington for the main feed. I see Kevin Hart on stage at the moment. I see Helby Clark also on set. And so let's cross over to the center inside Washington, D.C.
Yes, Raymond, can you hear me? If you can hear me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gary Smith here with Emmanuel Ayamga at the Kennedy Center, the World Cup draw which has started. We've been waiting for it for a minute. It's finally here. The morning saw us wake up to snow. Snow. I don't know whether it portends goodwill for the Black Stars in terms of we will get no. What also happened was that on our way here, we also noticed that security was incredibly heavy, obviously due to the fact that President Donald Trump, the boss of the United States, and also Prime Minister Carney of Canada, and Claudia Sheinbaum, the President of Mexico, only one of the presidents on the rally. He has not been given an allotted time. We never give president allotted time. In delegation, we are here. That members of the Ghana supporters are here. The Tuado Ketukuku, some of the members of the backroom staff, and others are here as well. Represent about 40 trees. Even other country is whose teams are not represented at the World Cup here at the game, because I can imagine that if your country is not there, but you are a journalist, you are official, who wants to be part of the country, you also get an invitation. So there are two different places where you can access page of you can access what is going on in the whole line. So first of all, there are media centers where, because of the sheer number of media, we will not have everybody in the auditorium, right? So there's the the presidents of countries and the diplomats and others are in the auditorium. For partners of FIFA will also be in there. The rest of us, the bulk of us, about 90% of the media are in, media centers that are alternate, or they are where they are rooms and we are the same, what they call the rich auditorium. So it's very, very cold here. Lots of stars in attendance, lots of media stars also in attendance. All the guys you see on your Facebooks, your Twitters, your X, your TikToks, and on your TV screen from the biggest media houses in the world are all represented here. So it's a small party, but it's a party that the Black Stars have earned the right to. And very shortly, we will see if the draw will be kind to Ghana or not. Raymond, over to you, if you can hear me.
And that's our man, Gary Smith, joining us from the Washington Center inside the Kennedy Center inside Washington, D.C. And he's bringing us live reports from the right now. And he just told us that the president of Mexico is there, President Donald Trump is there, Prime Minister of Canada also there. So there's a lot to look forward to as far as this draw is concerned. We'll quickly switch over to the Kennedy Center and bring you a live feed from whatever is happening in there. So we'll cross over the Kennedy Center inside Washington for the live draw of the 20th FIFA World Cup final. And so let's switch over quickly to the Washington, the JF Kennedy Center.